Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel, and in this video we're doing a recap of Married at First Sight season 13 episode 5, The Keys to My Heart. So if you're new here, hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications. If you like the video, smash that like button and drop a comment down below. So, the Married at First Sight newlyweds have known each other just for 3 days, but they are finally going to get a glimpse of what married life is going to look like, especially while vacationing together. Now, this is kind of when the show really starts to pick up. And while they are on vacation, each person will get a chance to observe their spouse's habits. They will also have the opportunity to have some deeper conversations that will reveal if their marriage can truly work. But I don't know about them, I don't know about y'all, but I'm already seeing some red flags. So we are going to see that the 5 pairs of strangers are whisked away to the Florida Keys to begin their journey of learning who they just have gotten married to. One of the grooms learned that his new bride is extremely hard to please, and then another couple's honeymoon is over even before it began. So let's jump into this recap. Okay, so let's start with our first couple, Jose and Rachel. Now, on their first morning of the honeymoon, Rachel decides that she wanted to voice some red flags she had noticed with Jose already. Now, she doesn't want to be treated like a child by her husband. He has been trying to feed her and brush her teeth, which she found to be a little weird. Now, me, myself, the brushing teeth thing, yeah, that's kind of different. However, feeding your spouse, I think that was kind of cute. I don't know about that one. What you guys think? However, she considers herself very independent and doesn't want married life to take that away from her. Now, Jose kind of dismisses her concerns as they're, as just the way he caters to his wife. Now, me, myself, I don't think they're huge, big deal, big red flags, but, it looked like this is something that's going to be a conversation that is definitely not, far from over. Rachel is also nervous about moving into Jose's house when they leave the honeymoon. And I think somebody from season 12 had that problem too, which was Virginia and Eric. So I hope that this doesn't carry over with this couple. But, she's really struggling when it comes to that, trying to figure out what her role is and having him take the role of the provider. She wants to contribute equally into the marriage. Now, this is going to be a problem if one or both of them don't compromise. Now, from what we've seen so far, it seems that Jose is, with his finances, seem to look like he might be in a better position. But he wants her to start feeling like what is his is also hers. But, I can kind of understand that, that's going to be a hard, transition for her, considering, they've only known each other for just 3 days. Now, given what Rachel has shared about not being good with money, I'm sure that he's definitely going to insist on his way of doing things. So that's going to be interesting. I like the fact that he wants to be that protector and provider. She is stuck in the, modern independent ideology, and I don't know if that's going to work unless either one of them tend to kind of mesh that together. So we'll definitely have to see what happened with these two. So let's talk next about Bao and Johnny. So with Bao, she admits that she actually has a swimsuit fetish. She collects it just to wear it at home. Interesting. Now, Johnny is also shocked that, she would waste her money on something that never sees the light of day. But it's almost like lingerie to her. And that's the first time I've ever heard of it, but okay. Anything that, makes her feel good, makes her feel confident and sexy is definitely well worth the purchase. Now, the other couples are shocked when they found out that Bao and Johnny actually knew one another before they got married on the show. But they stressed that they were only acquaintances in college, so that they're still trying to get to know each other on the romantic level. Bao finally gets to show off one of her swimsuits, and Johnny is definitely impressed because he kept saying how much he was looking at her ass. Now, Johnny enlists Jose's help to plan a romantic night for Bao. She's impressed when she sees he has planned this little picnic on the beach. He takes things a step further when he confesses that his feelings are growing for her. Oh, that is so sweet. I know it probably took a lot for him to express his feelings when he wasn't sure if it would be reciprocated. And then, of course, after a long pause that we saw, Bao confirms that she feels the same way. And so, I'm hoping for these two. Hopefully, they don't prove us wrong. But after that romantic night, Johnny is hoping, of course, to get a little closer to her. But she hits him with the curveball when she asks him not to make fun of her snoring. And, she's definitely insecure about it. That, she don't even want to sleep in the same room with him or in the company of other people at times. So it seems like there was definitely no makeout session for the two of them. So that's going to be interesting because, as much as they're really, really cute together, they're romantic, what we're seeing is that she can definitely put up a brick wall. So in order for them to progress further, she's going to have to, and maybe it'll happen over time as she get more comfortable and warm up to him. But, at this point, it seems like it's going to be a slow burn when it comes to Bao. And Johnny, hopefully he has the patience and everything to work with her. So we'll see. Okay, let's talk about Mirla and Gil. And it's another day and another complaint from Mirla. Now, I don't know how Gil is handling all of this. From what I've seen on social media, a lot of people are kind of annoyed with what's being shown as viewers. But instead of being turned off, it seems like he feels that her strong personality indicates that she can be trusted. Okay. And he definitely has some patience. Later on, we see Gil revealing to the other couples that he has yet to receive any at all kiss from Mirla. He also shares that she is extremely particular and that he waits out her tantrums like he would do a toddler. I'm interested to find out to see what she would or how she would respond if she heard the conversation Gil was having about her with those other couples. That one really got me. I was like, ooh. Now, during a romantic dinner, Gil and Mirla, they are the only couple who actually hasn't kissed so far. Although they are married, she wants to build a strong foundation before jumping into any type of intimacy. Now, after dinner, they indulge in her favorite dessert while they get to know each other better. Gil gets Mirla to join him on a surprise seaplane ride, despite her motion sickness. But before the ride is over, she feels sick and wants to end things very early. And hey, at least she tried, right? Honestly, I don't think these two are going to last for the long haul. But if it doesn't, no one can say that Gil definitely didn't give it a try. So, these two, I don't know what the experts were actually thinking. She is extremely particular. She really don't want to move forward. I'm wondering why some people who join this particular type of social experiment get into a legal contractual arrangement with another human being, but the things that come within it, and they do that sight unseen, but the things that's part of marriage, they don't want to do that at first sight. I don't get it. Now, the sex thing, I understand. But some of the other things, such as a kiss or something like that, You signed a contract to be with somebody instantly, sight unseen. I'll marry a perfect stranger just to say I'm married. But when you get into it, you don't want to get into the other things that come along with marriage. I just find that interesting. Let me know what you guys think as well. Okay, let's talk about Brett and Ryan this episode. So during a couples massage, Ryan implies that he is ready for him and Brett to progress to a more sexual relationship. Now, she hasn't had sex in quite some time, I think almost 2 years, and want to take things slow. Now, at their first dinner together on their honeymoon, they get into some deeper discussions about sex, children, and intimacy. Now, I'm not sure where I'm at when it comes to these two yet, but there is definitely some lack of fireworks, I would say. It doesn't seem like there are fireworks, but they both claim to be attracted to one another. And I mean, there's something that's just, I don't know, it just doesn't seem like they're a match together. You know, they look a little bit like they're just not matched. Maybe it's because his lack of emotion, and we'll see what happens when she deals with the fact that she hasn't been in a relationship for a while. Because remember, he's a serial dater. So he made some interesting comments about, you know, the whole thing with her being scared of flying. That if this was anybody else and he was on a date, he would be done. So I don't know. We'll have to see if something's going to happen with these two, whether one of the two are going to explode one day. But, you know, I'm not there with this couple as of yet. So let me know what your thoughts are. But last and definitely not least, Zach and Michaela. Now, unfortunately, Zach has fallen ill during their honeymoon. He and his wife, Michaela, are staying in separate rooms not to risk her getting sick. Now, later, he finds out that he has been diagnosed with the C word. Now, I think we can say that on YouTube now, but everybody know what I'm talking about. Michaela is disappointed that their honeymoon is ruined and doesn't want to be away from her honey husband, but he would rather she be alone than get sick. And I can totally understand that, especially with this particular virus. I wish she could have been a little bit more understanding toward how he was feeling. The last thing, you know, of course, that he's worried about is being on vacation when he feels absolutely terrible. Now, Michaela does reach out to Rachel to inform her that Zach has the virus, and she has made the decision to return to Houston while he quarantines in Florida alone. And it's probably about 14 days, so they're losing a lot of time. It's definitely not clear if this was mutual or if Michaela felt like there was no point in staying. However, you know, hopefully she'll find a way to support her husband through, you know, throughout this whole ordeal. And it's definitely something that could be crucial since it's their first challenge and they barely know one another. So I know she was like, I don't want to go. I want to stay. And I'm like, Michaela, this is not the common cold. So, you know, I could totally understand how they did this because him being exposed to the other couples, to people in the hotel, the production crew, he had to be quarantined. And, you know, thank God she tested negative. But, you know, I'm glad that she was able to kind of see that this is definitely something that's extremely important, that, you know, everyone is protected. And then, of course, he recovers from this as well. So it was definitely interesting to watch. I wanted to see these two on their honeymoons. It's not a good way to start out, but it's out of their control. Like he said, you know, I didn't wish for this to happen. I don't think anybody would wish to, you know, contract the virus. So, you know, it's unfortunate, but hopefully, you know, they can make up when they, you know, he's cleared and they're back together. But based on the previews, I don't know. So we'll have to see. So that's it for this week, episode 5 of season 13. I hope you enjoyed this recap. Like, comment, subscribe, and again, drop a comment. I like reading you guys' comment and let me know what you all think of, the video and, the show. So until the next video, we'll see you then.